I will say him say currently the excuse bakwa NDC amanyoko no say ebano development any in nneoma ahodo a yebeye ede aboa oman Ghana dia excuse bakwa omumeki ede fa ho ne say ansa na NPP amanyoko no ebe free aban mu in 2025 January no omo kire say sika ahodo a ye hwereye under NPP amanyoko no omo kire say NPP amanyoko no abo oman Ghana for mama currently omo ne ye kasa ide enya de a oman Ghana eye accounts mu 1 cedi mpoda hono mu a omo betimi ayi ede aye bibi ama eye after so many months nurses bi aye adwuma teachers bi aye adwuma any government workers bebre so many months omo aye adwuma no enye ade a omo nsa atimi aka omo pia na anu adakra no ye hu say nurses ni bi any teachers ni bi aheti streets ne so a na enye demonstration ketwa na omo ye ewo man ni mu aside that projects ahodo bebra NPP amanyoko no eja ahonom no NDC ba ye de omo kire mu a sika ye de beto asa projects no so no ebi ni ho enti ebi wo honom a omo reduce eye ebia project no senke wase ekoduru sei no na ebi anke ye 5 rooms eni esi e de ama school bia na ene de omo si 3 say 4 rooms nso a na omo si 2 na anu adakra no ene ete say eye swami interchange na adoda nko Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mo hyase eye in 2023 no NDC amanyoko ekire mu a na nka ye 40 na nsi say de omo yi 1 tier na free so na omo di kan aye 3 ansa na omo wie na omo nsekeska na chese omo atoa so ena aside that no de twa amanfo awuom kra wo man ni mu eye nanu ada kokuakuafo a according to Dr. Abbey Board CEO any case at Forson no so the finance minister no mo kire mu a sika ni ho a ye de beba koko akuafo no enti best 4 months there koko akuafo no omo koko omo ton ye no omo anya 1 cedi kra enfa mfiri eno ena secret bia ba beto abonti a ye kire se eye ne ya NDC amanyoko no kire se sika ni o man ni omo ni sika omo de beto project so omo ni sika omo de betua nurses sika omo ni sika omo de betua koko akuafo ta no as gracia yedema politicians ne de immediately omo release funds such as politician bia no anase MP bia no agiska ne bi e de ahye ne boto mu a enya asen keto enti abusua sisei de sansem we ekoso no ahya amanfo abufuo yie pa omo chese sisei na NDC amanyoko ne bekọ no a sika ni ho na enso as gracia ne nioma e be benefit politicians there omutimi nya sika ekoye saa ne oma ni nyina ensem amanfo e de ababeto wo da busua enya asen keto enti ebebo awrem na yakwa akotie mu nse nyina ne ba e de aka nyina no ato am so
misplaced because yetumi nya sika tua as gracia na si yetumi nya sika support kokokuafo it tells you clearly say our priorities are misplaced because at the end of the day emphasis obe pa no man nya free kokokuafo that is one question then you just oppose it with emphasis obe pa nya free as gracia tuem between cushioning kokokuafo and paying as gracia nkade na priority
kokokuafo
exactly but nya skate as gracia apart from nanado ne nkofo as gracia ne ntuayo MP so bia je ne de but yentumi nya ska nkushin kokokuafo they will tell you say our priorities are misplaced. Your priorities are misplaced.
I see.
Nanka a free Navrongo, Eko Burkina, and you be 30 minutes drive. Yes, but your free Ghana koto tomatoes for Burkina, and this is no NDC matter. A day at Tenaho, fitite. Until you ask yourself, say, and then you see a coin say, Asasia a ben Burkina. It means that ideally, would you have tomatoes no be over
sure.
Into what has prevented us from investing in tomato production? Ebema enough producer. Ya this year enko Burkina enko nya kwenhia. We coincidence say is when this year abanya breso. But MBC and we say since independence 57 na nkroma everywhere besin de no. Aban ben NDCU, MPPU, PNDCU, aban ben na make conscious effort to say yewo asase a nyame hira ye productive land instead of going to neighboring country to buy tomato no yenye ye de and set up even tomato factory na yendi ade NDC MPP obiara nyɛ saa to the extent say Ghana near on kebi nhemu ko digwa no akɔwu kwa your priorities in your misplaced. Our priorities are misplaced
because apart from tomato factory said they are working we are sure say Nkrumah now or say this no say
Kwame
once I will see factory need there production
Kwame Nkrumah dey enya no so bio Nkrumah dey enya no so bio
but then na no bribo I mean dey
kasa na me dey no e na ye soso no say akoko a wenya yi
but I pray enra me na no bribo ai e kasa all listening all time leaders of the nation now office omo modern one fan Nkrumah nka ho me bisa no and I say the resources are now at his disposal and the time.
Ongo bisa Mobutu Seseko. E generate resources e do baby no ntumi ya announcement kire dia Congo for say on mining needs can to no din bottom sika bo mining bisa. What is he talking about?
Or the
resources are more squander. So what is he talking about?
Or the resources are onya ya nka obetumi dia.
There are leaders. First of all, I don't even believe in that. You know why? Abrofo na ebe colonize ye no. Sometimes we say for political reasons. So be a UP niya an MPP niya or person kata ni wo Nkrumah nipa ho. That is very wrong. The MPP leaders are my bomb home modern President Kufuor insan we adwuma wo ho. We should praise them. In the same vein, me and fa party sem en kata Nkrumah enwuma so because some of them even argue say I don't know Kwame Nkrumah pama abrofo no. But you ask yourself say between time Britain for no ebe lande wo Ghana and in 1957 na how many years it was over 50 years nti so obi ni wa betena mfinhye duonum 50 years odi am fan kitwe bi 50 years when to me amount source of electricity until say Kwame Nkrumah pama abrofo na nsa na osi akoso mu dama bisa ho sa adwene be na abrofo ne ye betena in their minds West Africa a mosquito prone area Inti omo ntra permanent. They were using generators and plants in their houses. And almost say a gold niko. Inti broni we asoso no so. Nkrumah pamona wabo musu. Sometimes I don't understand them. They talk as if say abrofo no buy no within 1 year na Nkrumah pamo. They stayed with us for so many years. They had no intention. Sometimes people compare us to South Africa. South Africa had a conducive weather. Now abrofo no feel say weather ni situ omo. To omo chechire oman no no mo no matena. But in the minds of the British, West Africa mosquitoes doso in those days. Inti ahade enyo motenabia. They only came to exploit. Inti who ye leader who vision obi a waba so obe exploit no. Onso no so ne ntena. But unfortunately no Ghana for ante Kwame Nkrumah ase. Say enade no ama abrofo ne antena ha. You ask yourself say Satana no mu use plant any generators wo mu fie na omani na adasum no. Na vision be no mu Ghana. Very disingenuous for any Ghanaian. Say Obeka say or mention best leaders in Ghana to omit Kwame Nkrumah. Say any politics there's no risk, there's no reason, there's no excuse. In fact, Nkrumah's achievement in sports, in infrastructure, in industry, it has no equal in the history of this country. Say nyama nyosem say me UP ni there's no basis for you to say listed best leaders in Ghana. No be in the year 2000 Africa voting man of the millennium. Also yes election will Nkrumah. Obi a African best. Also we Ghana best. I don't find can when your politics how do you do this?
Bekwaba.
Cobra.
Me anu aka ya nam say asem kwakutia.
Yemfa politics into UP ni CPP 7 tonja ni yanka no kurenjere yo.
Akra nka na cha.
One more source of electricity.
That's it.
Tio Ntisabro ni we 83 years.
Abba.
Ntisabro ni we na Kwame Nkrumah pamona Ghana ni izima yare. Mente ebinu masiu. As if we don't study the history of this country. Ama for your argument say abrofo ne ba 2025. Eno mo yeso mbe chechire Ghana amaye. Na 2026 na Kwame Nkrumah pamo wo nti o ntimi an chechire oman no. Kwame Bronia the difference I am for like I was telling you people fail to realize South Africa for weather conditions no the white found it conducive nti omo ye omo adwen say yen chichire South Africa kro ne ye no omo ntena but in our case no who study British history omo say West African tuntum wa hadodo and yen in our part of the world near farm mosquito say mosquito bite say normal but in the western world a big deal omuchi malaria kokokokoko Nana, mimi ye CAC ni on. One of the trivia history. Unse Pentecost, sorry. Every CAC. One of the trivia histories that we've been told. Pentecost ni CAC split here was that Apostle Makion no ye Brunia oba missions obeso ye CAC founder Apostle enim no. Na CAC aso ne friend chiribentu ya o yare ankwa hospital. Mpa bobe healu. Ana broni ni ba na ntuntum ka no ndi o ko hospital no mu realize no. Na ye na ye preach say obi an go hospital. Ba de wako. It tells you how the white sea mosquitoes omu malaria a big deal omu. Until the white did not come to Ghana, so chichiri Ghana ni abetra. Because onu obi ni watra 83 years. So chichiri man and go chichiri man.
Same penny say oba wo nim say afin to no wawarias no.
Otubanjia mo.
Otubanjia wo.
Mo. India na sa argument na man for ye and anke say kwame nkuma jabrofo no no chichiri ma. Omo anyo imagine so chichiri man bia. He came to exploit.
Emprempra ye ka say you man bia waso so abrofo so om dan wote man.
Wame, even South African po, look at the consequences. Oma your mind effect, but baby a blacks no way now. Omo what is a ghetto.
Mpumalanga.
Aye. Udia go to Cape Town. Now compared to baby a black dominated in South Africa. Now here rebel.
What sentence here?
Indeed, when people based on different political ideologies, ever so criminalizing Nkrumah, omo huye mwa. Wame, when Kwame Nkrumah got to Guinea, Nkrumah first born now then it no Seku Nkrumah who's ordinate to Guinea president Sekou Touré unim say omo organize a national rally and Sekou Touré announcement he say opese on step down non for mining man Kwame Nkrumah rule Guinea or mine. And then Nkrumah said he said wamba na membo. It was a very sad story, but obase on mo better. And do visa Guinea for no omo quality leadership for Nkrumah mu a Nkrumah nya Ghana for they were ready to hand over Guinea country ni say Nkrumah and really oman Nkrumah de kwam ye oman nyame de ne cheye ye hu ne so hwe ye mfa amanyose mo nto nchen leader bia wo enioma ye de be kai no omampeni Mahama wo ne de omampeni Nkufo wo ne de omampeni Rollins wo ne de ba no kura wo ni say dia Kwame Nkrumah ye wo krom ha ne de media I'm yet to see anybody equaling that record. Young farmer, you say, Muntunchen, and Gano Crunch. Inti, media say, and your politics are Ubi no Becca say, ye Ghana best leaders. I don't find Roman Count.
And then,
David.
Aye, because
David,
we're dear,
David. Now there are trust schools and Kumas here, including my own Swedish secondary school. As I see at that Swedish school, up to now, bit me a converted Swedish school, I investing. The man was a visionary. Bibi no yeah. Or say at that time no your population here 5 million. To me nya kitwa bi. Bibi o ye bia no odwen hwe kan. We are go so more down up to now. Saturday your population here 5 million and they go 40 million. Still go so more is supplying us electricity. What are we talking about?
Ye wo bui.
Why ye motorway quite need 50 years. Let's cite one leader. Why ye quite organ quite na bro 30 years na ense.
Mekwaba. All right.
The broken promise to the backbone of Ghana. They say the true measure of a nation's character is not how it treats the elites in air-conditioned offices, but how it honors the sweat of its laborers in the sun. This week, we aren't just hearing the wailing of the marginalized alone. We're witnessing a complete breakdown of the social contract between the state and those who feed and teach this country. Why is a cocoa farmer across the country at the cocoa board headquarters? Doesn't matter who they are, they represent the cocoa farmer everywhere. It doesn't matter that they've been brought there by a politician to make political gains. They have a point. And why is the newly posted teacher in a rural classroom wailing alongside Closac? It is because in Ghana, we have developed a dangerous habit of treating the laborer as an afterthought. There are cocoa farmers. On February 12, the Minister for Finance, Dr. Forson, announced a staggering 30% cut in the producer price, slashing it down from 3,625 cedis to 2,587 cedis per bag. The state calls it a necessary reform due to falling global prices. The farmers call it a haircut that they never signed up for. But hold on there. The reality is that the global price of cocoa per ton has been tumbling over a long period now. It's seen a nosedive from when it went to the high of as much as 11,000 US dollars to the point where we now see it. That's about 70% of a drop in the price. If we're not doing politics with cocoa, like we have done with petrol, like we have done with everything else, the natural market would have determined what happens. If we have not done politics with cocoa, I can assure you that if this happened during an election year, regardless of the global fall, the cocoa farmer would not have suffered a haircut. Never. But the insult isn't just the price cut. It is the delayed payments, the thousands of farmers that have delivered beans since November last year and have seen nothing but stories from licensed, buying companies. And when the Catholic Bishops' Conference has to issue a